When I won the nomination in May, I received a note in the mail. I believe it was a lady. I don't know. It was anonymous with a $10 money order. It was co-stamped from Santa Ana, California. She said, "I'm sending as much money as I possibly can to all the Republican nominees and hope for a red wave." But when I hear people that are planning on going up to Oregon to visit or to move, because it's so beautiful up here, and it absolutely is, she says, I tell them, don't go there. It's too radical, it's too liberal, and it's too dangerous. She continues on, I've never been to Oregon or Washington, but my safety is paramount. And as long as Oregon is too radical, too liberal, and too dangerous, I will never come up there. And I live in California, and that is too radical. Friends, she sent that before May 28th, which is the day that the riots broke out in Portland this last time. I wonder what does she think today? And when we see what is going on in Portland,
For those of us joining, this is someone running for Senate for the Republican candidate, Joe Ray Perkins,
July the 27th, it is unconscionable what has been going on in Portland for the past 10 days. He wasn't talking about the rioters that he called peaceful protesters, friends. He was talking about federal law enforcement that were on site to protect the federal law building. And he's the ones that he was calling radical. And that he said was unconscionable. He calls rioters peaceful protesters. I think he's just a little bit confused. And let's take a look at what happened yesterday. We had a bunch of patriots who decided they were going to support our duly elected President Donald John Trump. Over 600 vehicles assembled at Clackamas Town Center, headed towards Portland. Some of them broke off, went into downtown, and at about 8:46 p.m., one of our patriots was shot in cold blood. I watched the video this morning. Somebody came up to him on a skateboard, 2 rounds right into his chest, and rode off. Friends, this is a civil war. And I don't want to see any more bloodshed. Enough is enough. But it's not just an everyday war, and you guys have been in war. This is a war that is against powers and principalities, against dark forces that want to completely destroy our country. And they've been trying to go after making a one-world government for over 100 years. And this is their culmination. You see, had Hillary Clinton won 4 years ago, I guarantee you we would not be standing here. They never thought she would lose, but Donald Trump won. You see, they're going after him because they're going after you and I. And you all have friends that died fighting for our republic. And this is not a democracy. This is a republic.
Amen.
And I will fight with everything that is within me to make sure that every single one of your constitutional rights are upheld and not violated. If we lose our First and our Second Amendment rights, we're toast. If we lose our Fourth Amendment right against illegal search and seizure, we're toast. My run for Washington, D.C. to be your U.S. Senator is about our country. It's not about me. It's about you, your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, as well as mine. And I'm asking each one of you to help me win. Again, when I hear Senator Merkley call the federal law enforcement officers Trump's secret police, he just called our president a Nazi. And rarely am I offended and rarely am I insulted. But every single patriot should be absolutely offended and insulted that a senator of the United States would make that veiled comment about our president. And you guys, I know I'm speaking to the choir, and I understand that, but I need your help. I really do. This is a huge battle. But I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I can and I will win. He doesn't see me coming. He thinks that I'm a joke. He thinks that I'm a nothing, and that's perfectly okay with me, because I don't mind being that little stealth bomber that's just going to come in silently. and let them have it. It works for me, and I hope that it works for you. But I need a lot of voices out there saying, hey, we've got this lady that's got some chutzpah. And I probably said that wrong. And I'm Jewish. Oh well, that's like in the city. When we're talking with people, we realize how divided we are. They want us divided by every way possible. Do you drive a motorcycle? Or you ride a fast Corvette? You drive an old beater? Do you have long hair, short hair, no hair, gray hair, red hair, blue hair, purple hair? Are you white skin, black skin, brown skin, yellow skin? Do you wear a mask or no mask? That's the newest division right there. I'm maskless. How many of you here refuse to wear a mask? Raise your hands, please. How many of you here have walked out of businesses because they would not allow you into their store because you refused to put on a mask? I've walked out of 2 businesses so far, and I will continue to do so. Those masks are a muzzle. They are meant to shut you up. There's enough science showing they're not doing anything to stop the COVID, but they want to shut you up. Social distancing, friends, is not social distancing, it is de-socialization. And I've taken note when I'm in the stores that people are not hardly making eye contact anymore. It's especially funny, and those of you that go into stores without a mask and you see a bunch of people wearing a mask, they go, oh, you got the cooties. No, I don't. I'm not contagious. Coronavirus is in the common cold. We've never done this for the flu. And reports come out day after day after day that, oh my gosh, there was a mistake on those numbers. Imagine such a crazy thing. Why would they do this? Because they want us divided. They want us to be socialized. Because see, when I cannot see but 40% of your face, and if you wear glasses, I can now see about 20% of your face. And if Fauci has his way, we'll see about 2% of your face, because now he's going, oh, maybe you should wear goggles. Not little ones, goggles to cover up almost your entire face. That's not good, and the whole thing is to make us insensitive to each other's needs. In America, I don't ever see that happening. I hope that you guys will continue to fight back. It's just another way that they want to divide us. But what are we going to do? How are we going to get those of us that seem to be on the other side of the aisle on the same side of us? This is something that I do a lot of times, is I'll talk to people. They ask me questions. A lot of times they want to attack President Trump. Well, my job is not to answer for President Trump. My job is to support my president.